Hey guys, and what the frick? Hey, I'm just violently... Maybe we'll find out what type I am now. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Now, a couple months ago, I took the Enneagram test because a lot of my friends really love the Enneagram, and I figured it's a fun way of finding what personality type I am in an entertaining way. Well, after doing that, I got loads of comments all saying the same thing. When are you gonna do the Myers-Briggs? What about the Myers-Briggs? If you didn't know, the Myers-Briggs personality type is that type of thing that you'll just see in Twitter bios and Tinder bios, which is like, I'm an intifapa, or I'm a sadigatuba. I don't actually know what any of them mean. I've never taken the Myers-Briggs, but I've gotten so many people ask me to, I'm like, you know what? Let's go for it. Now, full disclosure, I do view most personality tests as mostly a horoscope type thing, which is just, oh, well, that's nice. It says I'm brave. You know, I don't take any of this conclusively, but at the end of the day, it's fun. It's fun to know. Let's just see how many of you I align with. If you somehow don't know what the Myers-Briggs is, that's all right. Just know that it is the most well-known personality type quiz in the world. A lot of companies rank their employees based on their Myers-Briggs types, and it breaks us all down into 16 distinct types. Before I get into taking the test, I'm looking at the different types that I can be sorted into. We have an architect, the logician, the commander, the debater, and as you can see, it's like into J, into P. So it looks like the personality types are split up into 4 big categories: analysts, diplomats, sentinels, and explorers. So the website I'm doing my Myers-Briggs test on is 16 personalities. It turns out this is supposedly the most accurate and free one. So without further ado, let's just jump into it. Also, as much as this is going to be upsetting to do on the internet, I'm going to answer these as truthfully as I can. A lot of times people will answer these and they'll just choose the nice things like, oh, I want people to think that I'm nice. But I'm going to be answering as actual as possible so I can get the realest type I can. Okay, let's go into it. Whew. Question number 1. You find it difficult to introduce yourself to other people. I'm gonna go with a strong disagree. I'm very into people. You often get so lost in thoughts that you ignore or forget your surroundings. I'm gonna get a strong agree. I get that all the time, to be honest. You try to respond to your emails as soon as possible. No, I'm really bad with that. Not just emails, messages as well. It stresses me out how badly I reply to things. You find it easy to stay relaxed even when there is some pressure. I'd say yeah, for the most part. I'm gonna give myself a high agree. You do not usually initiate conversations. Nah, I'm as American as you can get, man. I will start a conversation with anyone. You rarely do something just out of sheer curiosity. No, that's also a hard disagree. I do a lot of stuff just because I'm like, I wonder what this'll do. You feel superior to other people. Ooh, we're getting real up in here. You're not supposed to choose something in the middle. If the choices are, do I feel inferior or superior, I'm going to actually have to go with superior. That's just how I am. That's an honest answer, okay? Being organized is more important to you than being adaptable. No, not at all, actually. You are usually highly motivated or energetic. Agree. Winning a debate means less to you than making sure no one gets upset. Hard agree on this one. When I was in high school, I used to be super into debating, and my main thing was just win the debate. These days, I really honestly don't care, especially because most things people debate nowadays don't really affect us at the end of the day. I like debating, I like being logical and putting out my points. However, I'd just much rather people not get hurt. So at the end of the day, no debate is really worth that in my opinion. You often feel you have to justify yourself to other people. I'm gonna go with a little bit of agree there. I feel like I'm like that for a lot of things. Your home and work environments are quite tidy. I'm gonna go with a mid agree on this one because I like myself to be incredibly clean and organized. Right now, it's really not that bad. I clean up quite regularly now. You do not mind being the center of attention. Agree. I feel like that's just a thing with me. I'm always the center of attention in a lot of conversations. So, like I said, I'm trying to be real with these answers here. You consider yourself more practical than creative. Ooh, that one's rough because I do consider myself right in the middle. No, I'm gonna go with disagree on that. I consider myself a bit more creative than practical. People can rarely upset you. This is a strong agree. I like very rarely get upset. I'm angry like maybe once every 2-3 years. Like it just doesn't happen. Your travel plans are usually well thought out. I think of them out a lot. Things go wrong, but I do think them out a lot. I'm gonna go with a mid-agree, only because I'm just unlucky, okay? It's often difficult for you to relate to other people's feelings. I'm gonna go with disagree. I definitely find myself able to empathize with a lot of people, especially if I know them. Your mood can change very quickly. I don't really agree with that. I don't have like complete flip-flops of mood. I'm gonna go with a strong disagree, but not too strong. In a discussion, truth should be more important than people's sensitivities. Ooh, I'm going to have to agree with this. I know I said that I'd rather people not get upset, but that's as long as everyone is saying the truth. You can't just hide behind falsehoods, you know what I'm saying? But yet, I do still care about people's sensitivities, hence I'm not going for the strongly agree on this one. You rarely worry about how your actions affect other people. This one, I'm gonna go with a slight agree. I feel like I do so many things immediately as soon as they come into my mind without thinking a bit more further out. Your work style is closer to random energy spikes than to methodical and organized approach. Yeah, I'm gonna have to give that one a yeah. You are often envious of others. I'm gonna go with strong disagree. I'm very happy with where I am right now, and when I look to other people that are doing successful, it almost encourages me to keep being successful myself and like find my own ways of doing it. An interesting book or a video game is often better than a social event. Hard agree. I like social events, but good video game, man. 10 out of 10. Being able to develop a plan and stick to it is the most important part of every project. No, you've really got to know how to be adaptable. Vis-a-vis, let's look at Brexit at this point. So I'm gonna go with disagree. You rarely get carried away by fantasies and ideas. Strong disagree. I am always lost in my head, so nope. You often find yourself lost in thought when you're walking in nature. Agree. I get lost a lot when I'm outside. If someone does not respond to your email quickly, you start worrying you said something wrong. No. However, when it comes to texts, yes, that's like one of my number one anxieties. Is like, I'll text something and they won't reply, then I'll be like, cool, they hate me. It's all bad. I'm gonna go with a bit of a big agree on that one. As a parent, you'd rather see your child grow up kind than smart. Ooh. Oh man, that's rough. I've always wanted my kid to be really smart, and I've never really considered my kid being nice. I just assumed that would be a thing. But I guess if this is an honest answer, I'd rather my kid be smart than kind. Yikes. That is a weird one to answer. I feel weird putting that on paper. You do not let others influence your actions. Ooh, I'm gonna go with a strong agree, actually. I am kind of like that. When you sleep, your dreams tend to focus on the real world and its events. I'd say yeah, mostly. It does not take much time for you to start getting involved in social activities at your new workplace. I'm gonna give myself a bit of a disagree there. I don't really like doing a lot of social activities at the workplace. You're more of a natural improviser than a careful planner. Yes. Your emotions control you more than you control them. Strong disagree on that. You enjoy going to social events that involve dress-up or role-play activities. Hard disagree. Every time someone's like, we're having a costume theme, I'm like, I'm having a not going to your party theme. Sorry guys, not a furry. You often spend time exploring unrealistic and impractical yet intriguing ideas. Honestly, quite a lot. You would rather improvise than spend time coming up with a detailed plan. No, I'm gonna go with a slight disagree. I really like coming up with detailed plans, but then I like improvising on top of it. Kind of best of both worlds there. Hence why I don't know how I'm gonna feel about the result of this test, because I don't know, I feel like I'm more dynamic. You are a relatively reserved and quiet person. This really depends. I consider myself quite quiet sometimes, and then incredibly out there other times. But I'm gonna have to go with a bit of a strong disagree. I feel like I'm much more talkative than I am not. If you had a business, you would find it very difficult to fire loyal but underperforming employees. Oh man. I mean, if I was a boss, this was my own business, and I had someone that was very loyal but very bad at their job, I wouldn't find it difficult to get rid of them. I would mostly really try and encourage them to be better, but if they just weren't, I mean, that's their job, so I wouldn't really find it that difficult. Does this make me crazy? I hope not. It wouldn't be easy to do, it wouldn't be hard to do. I'm just gonna go with a little disagree on that. You often contemplate the reasons for human existence. A little bit. Logic is usually more important than heart when it comes to making important decisions. Yes, I'm gonna go with almost incredibly so. Oh man, we're gonna go all the way on that one. Keeping your options open is more important than having a to-do list. No. If your friend is sad about something, you are more likely to offer emotional support than suggest ways to deal with the problem. Yes, I feel like if my friend is sad, I want to be there for them. I want to help them. I know there's other things they could do to help, but I'd rather be there for them than just have ideas. Oh, 70% through, almost there. You rarely feel insecure. I'll go with a strong agree there. You have no difficulties coming up with a personal timetable and sticking to it. I mean, yeah, I'd say I get a lot done in my day because I have a personal timetable and I stick to it. Being right is more important than being cooperative when it comes to teamwork. This one really depends on the situation. If it's something incredibly vital, being right is incredibly important. You do have to work with people, but if you are right, that is the most important thing. You think everyone's views should be respected regardless of whether or not they're supported by facts or not. Oh, no, not really. There's some people I know that believe in like crystals and rocks and stuff, and I'm like, that's just really dumb and unsupported by literally anything. And I'm gonna have to go with a strong disagree. It does look like I'm not going the full agree or full disagree so far on this page. Maybe that'll change with the next two. You feel more energetic after spending time with a group of people. I'm gonna go with that. You know what? We'll go for the strong. You frequently misplace your things. Oh my god, yes. That is the biggest me thing in this entire quiz so far. I misplace everything. You see yourself as very emotionally stable. I'd agree strongly on that. Your mind is always buzzing with unexplored ideas and plans. Yep, all the time. You would not call yourself a dreamer. I would disagree. You usually find it difficult to relax when talking in front of many people. Strongly disagree. I'm pretty good at talking. Generally speaking, you rely more on your experience than your imagination. I'm gonna actually have to go with agree with this one. In terms of if things have happened in the past, I trust that to be how the future is. I have an imagination, but yet the past, repeats itself quite often. You worry too much about what other people think. Ooh. If I'm going to answer these questions incredibly truthfully, I mean, I am a YouTuber. My profession is caring about what other people think. I make things, and I do have to rely on other people enjoying what I do, so I'm going to have to say a strong agree on that one. We're on the last page, folks. If the room is full, you stay closer to the walls, avoiding the center. Absolutely not. Strong disagree. When I'm sitting at a table with friends, I always like to be in one of the middle seats so I can talk to more people. That's just how I am. You have a tendency to procrastinate until there is not enough time to do everything. Strong agree, but there's always enough time to do everything. You leave it to the right, exact, perfect moment. Just like when I decided to film this video right before the sun went down. You feel very anxious in stressful situations. Yeah, I'm gonna go with agree. You believe that it is more rewarding to be liked by others than to be powerful. I'd much rather be liked by people than be powerful. You have always been interested in unconventional and ambiguous things, e.g. in books, arts, and movies. Yeah, mostly. You often take initiative in social situations. All the time. All right. At long last, it is time to see my results. What am I? My personality type is debater. Really? May I point out a couple mistakes in your argument? Really? I really don't find myself into debating these days. At all. Okay, I'm 71% extroverted, 76% intuitive as opposed to observant. I'm 54% thinking, 46% feeling. That's a nice balance. I like that. And then I am 64% prospecting and 36% judging. And lastly, I'm 67% assertive and 33% turbulent. Oh, okay. I guess that just means I'm more confident than other people. All right, let's read more about what this is. Also, if you guys have taken the Myers-Briggs, did you guess me correctly? I'm just curious if you thought I was this type. I know there's 16, but hey, there's a big chance, right? All right, so the debater personality type is the ultimate devil's advocate. I do enjoy the devil's advocate, to be fair. No one loves the process of mental sparring more than debaters, as it gives them a chance to exercise their effortless, quick wit, broad accumulated knowledge base, and capacity for connecting disparate ideas to prove their points. Like I said, I don't really debate anymore. I don't know how I feel about this. It says that debaters like using the devil's advocate because it helps them understand other people's reasoning. I mean, that makes sense. I do that. I'm at a constant quest for knowledge. Sure, I'm a Ravenclaw, I guess. Debaters enjoy the mental exercise found in questioning the prevailing mode of thought. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. That's me. I'd like to see what the other ones mean, though, because I, for some reason, just don't feel like this is me. This is further complicated by debaters' unyielding honesty. Uh-oh, that does sound like me. Oh, no. As this type doesn't mince words and cares little about being seen as sensitive or compassionate. Okay, maybe they did peg me. Oh, no. Huh, interesting. So, what are some debaters I might know? Alfred Weird Al Yankovic? Tom Hanks? I'm okay being with Tom Hanks. Captain Jack Sparrow. A fictional pirate. Okay, my strengths are knowledgeable, quick thinking, original, excellent brainstormers, charismatic, and energetic. But the weaknesses are very argumentative, insensitive, intolerant, can find it difficult to focus, and dislike practical matters. Maybe this is me. Romantic relationships. Oh gosh, this is gonna scare me, isn't it? From the earliest dates, debaters test their partner's limits for this kind of potential, pushing boundaries and traditions, looking for open-mindedness and spontaneity. Debaters' idea of fun is rooted in self-improvement. Yeah, man, oh geez. And people with this personality type often bring their partners along the way. If they're wrong, debaters want to be told so, and they want every detail of the faults in their logic to be laid bare, partly in their quest for oftentimes arbitrary truth, and partly just so they can work to defend their logic with a counterpoint and parry. I feel like most of the times, if I've done something wrong, I want it to be incredibly apparent and laid out so I can avoid that in the future, not so I can do a counterpoint. I'd rather just grow as a person than attack someone. Like I said, I'm not into the debating part of this debating name. When you play hard. That is 100% me. I will never go easy on anyone, no matter what. If we're playing a sport, I'm going to try my best. If we're playing Smash Bros. And it's your first time, I'm not going to go easy, or you're never going to get better at the game. I will always play my best. I'm very competitive. At some point in reading through the results, you probably hit a tipping point. You went from trademark debater skepticism to, huh? To, wait, what? You may even be a little uncomfortable because you're not used to being understood. This has got to be for other ones, right? This is no date of birth gimmick, and no, we didn't spy on you. Rather, we've spent years studying debaters' life stories, experiences, and patterns in hundreds of our surveys. Huh. Ooh, insight of the day. Debaters are the most likely personality type to want to be famous. Weird. So I kind of got curious about what percentage of people are also the same as me, and it turns out mine is a little bit on the rare side at 3.2% of people are ENTP. Huh. I don't know if that makes me happy or sad. Well, to be honest, guys, I found that quite a bit interesting. I don't know if I'm going to memorize what my letters are and tell other people. I'd still say that's pretty fun, and it's nice to know. But if you feel like you're really informed on the Myers-Briggs test, please tell me in the comments. Do you think this was accurate? Do you think I would fit a different one, maybe? Do you think they're all the same? I'd love to hear what you gotta say. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this week's Sunday video, and I'll see you guys next week for another one. See you then. Goodbye. And he's back. Wow. You can watch this other video I made over here, though. That's pretty good if you want to watch more videos. I mean, I make them all the time, so it's a pretty good choice. I'll see you then. Bye.